But regarding to your question about Tzeta Tzom, Tzeta Tisha B'Av, what is the end of the Tzeta Tisha B'Av? There is a discussion, there is a machloket in the Da'at Bet Yosef, but basically we're following, not basically, we're always following the Shulchan Aruch. So Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Tov Kufayim Bet, there is not any fast day, there is not going to see 3 stars. It's meaning not the Shkia, not the sunset. It means the Tzeta Kochavim. We're going to see 3 stars on the sky. That's the end of the Ta'anit. Everyone is going to be lenient, has been makel about saying there's going to be Shkia. You should know this is not doing as a Maran Shulchan Aruch. So what's the point? Yesterday you start the fasting before Shkia. Today all day long you're fasting. We're going to lose, you're going to miss the fast day for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Does it make a sense? Does it make any idea? So the Da'at Shulchan Aruch, it should be very clear. The lucky holding of the Shulchan Aruch, Siman Tov Kufayim Bet, in Hilchot Ta'aniyot, is that there is not any fast day who is not going to see the Tzeta Kochavim, seeing the stars. Anything before that, it doesn't count that you fast. It's a hard. Huh?
It says 840 Tzeta Kochavim on the app.
Okay, in the app. The problem is that yesterday I didn't saw this in the app. I saw the outside when it was really later than 8:40. So I'm gonna be very clear. I'm gonna say I don't know what the app says or what is the time saying for this synagogue or neighbor synagogue, whatever it is. I know one thing that the Laha says it's Tzeta Kochavim. So everything depends on the situation. What do we have over here? If the situation is that the 8:40 is the Tzeta Kochavim, I agree. I don't care. If for me, I wish that the Tzeta Kochavim is going to be in 7:00. I don't care. Doesn't matter for me. I'm not selling you any tzom kal pills, and I'm not selling a food on Motzei Ta'anit. I don't have anything to do. I don't have a catering that I'm going to support and feed you guys. So I don't care. I care for only one thing. I care about the halacha. The halacha, the law should be very clear and based on the Shulchan Aruch. I have the same one.
8:38 Tzeta Kochavim, 8:09 Rabbeinu Tam.
8:48. 8:38. 8:40. Okay.
8:38. That's what it says here.
No problem. No problem. No problem. I'm here recorded and
3 stars.
for sure. And by the way, there is a different. 20 minutes after Shkia. 20 minutes after Shkia. Rabbi Moreno Rabbeinu Rabbi holds it 20 minutes after Shkia. That's Tzeta Kochavim. You heard that?
It depends where.
For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. I'm gonna explain. Give me a minute. I'm gonna explain about it.
8:09 is the Shkia.
8:09. Okay, that's mean basically 20 minutes at 29. But you should know something very clear. In Shulchan Aruch, in Siman Resh Lamed Gimel, it's Hilchot Mincha. Arama is holding the rule. And the rule is general for all the Jews all around the world. Because Maran didn't say anything about this. I've been accepting the laws of Rama. That every time you're accounting, that's a whole Zmanim Ilchatim. There's a time of halacha. It's everything we're counting: shkia, zricha, sunset, sunfall, midday, midnight, sof Kiryat Shema, end of the Kiryat Shema, whatever it is you're going to count, you're going to make by the time of the halacha. What's the meaning time of halacha? There is a discussion between Magen Avraham and Gaon, how and when we are counting the day. There is a halacha based on the Gemara and Masechet Pesachim, on page Tzadik Daled Amud Aleph, that's mean 94a. In Masechet Pesachim, there is a discussion if it's going to be from the Alot HaShachar to Tzeta Kochavim, it's going to be from the Shkia to from the nets to the Shkia. But whatever it is, you should take this time from here to here, and then to divide the hours. Sometimes it happens in the summer. The day is going to be long for 13 hours, 14 hours. In the winter, you have an opposite situation. In the winter, the day is not long, the night is long, and the day is short. So have a day that 8 hours, 7.5 hours, 9 hours probably. And then you should divide the 9 hours in 60. That means that every of this you're going to collect the time of the minutes exactly, and then to divide, and then you're going to have what's going to happen, Simcha. It's going to happen in the summer. Your hour is going to be a sha'azmanit. 1 hour in the summer, but the halacha is not going to be 60 minutes. It's going to be 72, 73, 74 minutes. The opposite in the winter, you're going to find that your hour is going to be 50 minutes, 52 minutes, 53 minutes. So this means exactly this independent. If you know that time between Shkia and Tzeta Chovim, it's 13 and a half minutes. It's not 13 and a half minutes that I have on my watch. It's 13 and a half minutes that you have with the halacha. Sometimes 13 and a half minutes is going to be 10 minutes. Sometimes it's going to be 25, 30 minutes. Like in France, I don't know if you're familiar with France, in Paris, but it's between Shkia and Tzeta Chovim, it's a God forbidden. It's something long, you cannot stand it. It's a problem. Tzeta Chovim, huh? Alaska. Who is going to Alaska? I'm asking for to Paris, but it's also Maasi for us. We can catch this. So if somebody is going to France, I suggest you don't go in the summer. Why? Because Tisha B'Av this year, I spoke with my friend of mine. It's a rabbi in Paris. So we spoke simply on Friday, something else. He told me that Tisha B'Av is ending in Paris 11 p.m. If you're talking here about 8:40, 8:53, 8:38, whatever is you're counting about 2 minutes plus up and down, so take account in France is at 11. Those also the same situations in London, in Manchester, in England. You have the same situation over there. So basically what I want to say is that it doesn't matter. This synagogue say this synagogue say that. We're saying like this. I don't care. I know halacha. And also our halacha rulings hold us that in Tzeta Kochavim, this is the hand of the fast. Then Motzei Shabbat is something else, because we need to add something what's called Tosefet Mikodesh Lechol. And as we have a little bit additional time on the Tzeta Shabbat that we know as usual is to be. But this time, when we have today for Tisha B'Av, Motzei Tisha B'Av, Asaf, no problem. If the Tzeta Kochavim is 8:40, so it's 8:40, I'm not going to fight with anyone. That's a God willing, it's 8:40. What I know, what we checked yesterday with the Ephraim, what I yesterday checked with Rabbi Ephraim, we spoke that it's 8:53. You show me that's the time. Yeah, but they show me today, then the app is saying 8:40.
Say this determined is 8.5 degrees below the horizon. So check the app. Say to be 8.5 degrees below the horizon. There's many different opinions on what is considered safe. Rabbi says 8.5 degrees. So look on your app and see what it's set to be safe. I don't know which app you use.
Okay, whatever is, guys.
Just make it 9 o'clock.
No,
For sure.
We could do Birkat Havana before.
Look at level, yeah. We'll try. I'm gonna see what's I'm gonna see for sure. So that's a machloket in the Rama. Everything today was ask somebody. Remember this, Eliezer. If you're gonna ask somebody what's the halacha, first answer and the correct answer is machloket. For remember this. It's always this machloket. So Yehudim. This is the Rama in Siman Taf Kavav. He brought down the machloket. It is better to bless and Motzei Tisha B'Av when you're not still wearing your Shabbat dress and the leather shoes and your mouth is still stinky. You need to take some little bit to drink and to eat before, or it's better to bless later. So basically, if you have a minyan later, definitely it's better to bless later. But if not, if we're going to lose the minyan, for sure we're going to bless immediately after Tfilat Arvit, after the praying of the evening prayer. But also this is connected to another thing. This is outside to be night. We're going to see the stars because without stars you doesn't have a moon. Doesn't having a moon, that means you cannot be allowed to bless any Birkat Levana. So everything is independent what's going on. Also this time, if you're going to be faster and to pray Arvit before and to go at home before the real official time of ending of the Tisha B'Av, you're allowed. You can pray no problem. Like every day, you're going to say without Nachem, without Danenu, because it's over, and then go home and wait for another 5, 7, 10, 11, 12 minutes, whatever is your opinion. Just I'm telling you guys the halacha, It's a very clear, very simple. It is not any fast. It is not going to be ended up by the time the Tzeta Kochavim, where the star falls, right? It's the time. So if it doesn't have this time, you didn't make anything. Even you, sorry that I'm saying this, and I don't want to hurt any feelings to any one of you, but in the end you become stupid. It was 23 hours and 55 minutes fasting, not eating, not drinking. You have headaches like never before. In the last 5 minutes you're going to lose everything. But be careful, be smart, and don't play with this. If you're going to take 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, it's better for you to wait for a couple of minutes more to be sure. But definitely, if it's a Tzeta Kochavim, you're pretty sure it is a dead Tzeta Kochavim, go ahead, bless Yaakov, whatever it is, and start drinking. This is according to the question that Rabbi Asaf asked me. I didn't plan to speak about it, but I think that make it very clear. This is what I think.
No, but it's not only us. For us, it's okay. 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I have no problem. Problem is the woman at home, the kids. They think, oh, how come in the other group they send 8:40? I'm gonna listen to that album, and
No.
here you put 8:50.
There's a friend of mine that yesterday told me, you're not going to be popular, you're going to say this. But I said again, I'm not looking to be popular because I'm going to be popular by the God, not by anyone else. So I want to hold the halacha, and my main opinion and my main path of living is to borrow these words of the Shulchan Aruch and to show what is written. I'm not giving something for my pocket and not for my sleeves, and I'm not giving any answers. As you see, as you know me, I'm always saying the right sources written in Shulchan Aruch, so any one of you can stand up, open the book, find this out, and read it. So I don't care what the other rabbi says, in the kol hakavod and all the respect that I have for them. I don't care. I care about me, what I'm saying. So if people listen to me, I'm afraid that after 120, who's going to come to the heaven, they're going to ask you, okay, you said this Shabbat, Tisha B'Av, Tavshin Pei, you lie to people. You tell them that you can eat before and the right time was there. I didn't know. They're going to tell you, okay, you didn't know, that's your problem. You have a books. You need to learn. Don't call yourself rabbi, being, I don't know, a plumber, being a doctor, being a whatever you. But don't being a rabbi and people are going to ask you questions and you're going to answer them wrong answers. Because when I say, it's up on you. It's not up on me. You told me to eat, I ate it. You say it's kosher, I ate it. It's up to you, it's not up to me. Right? So this is it. So I'm very scared about it, I'm very afraid about it. So I'm saying you definitely what is the Allah what the Shulchan Aruch says. So the answer is, bottom line, what other rabbi says, what other group says is a 840, 842. I don't know. Let the rabbi go ask him. He's going to tell you, so no problem. It's up to him. You're going to eat. But if you have a problem after 120, call this rabbi, find out where it is. So you can deal with him. If you're asking me, I'm telling what I know, what I think. This is it. So you can choose. It's a free world, right? It's a democracy here. In the States, also all around the world. You can choose whatever you want. It's not communistic stuff. If you listen to the Tito and to the Ceausescu and somebody else. No. It's democratic, so go west. But I'm trying to explain myself and express my things of what I'm talking about, that you can understand that they are holding the roles of the Shulchan Aruch. And this Shulchan Aruch says, so bottom line is, if it's the 840, it's a Tzeta Kochavim, I'm first one going to eat. If it's not, I'm first one going to say, guys, don't eat, wait for another 10 minutes. Okay, I didn't plan to talk about this. I plan to speak a little bit about the words of the Yeshaya in his prophet's books, Navi Yeshaya. It said something that all of us we know, and we know these words are very popular in this period. He said in chapter 66 and verse 10, and Perek Samek Vav Pasuk Yud, Simchu et Yerushalayim v'gilu ba kol ha'avea, sisu ota misos kol ha'metablim elea. That's meaning on the English, rejoice with Jerusalem and exalt in her all those who love her. Rejoice with her as a rejoicing, all who mourn over her. This means, basically, as the translation says, if you're going to be happy with Jerusalem, you're going to see Jerusalem happy with you. But if you mourn in Jerusalem, and Sisota Mesos Kol Metablim Elea, this is the guys going to be seeing Jerusalem in the happiness days. That's exactly what the Maran Shulchan Aruch says in Sof Siman Tav Kuf Nun Dalet Sif Kav Bet Kamdumani. The Shulchan Aruch says that everyone who is mourning himself during the day of Tisha B'Av in Jerusalem is going to be one of those Yechidei Gula who's going to see the Jerusalem rebuilt and rejoice, and all the happiness, although the Shekhinah is going to be on Jerusalem. And our sages said in the two places in the Shas, there is the first sources in the Masechet Ta'anit, page 30, Daf Lamed, and also in Baba Batra, page 60, Daf Samech Amud Bet. We spoke about the Kol HaMetablim al Yerushalayim, Zoche veRo'eh beSimchata. If somebody who is not mourning for the Yerushalayim is not going to be able to see the Jerusalem and her joyness. But basically the question is why the Navi, the prophet, he spoke about Zoche veRo'eh. Meaning, Zoche veRo'eh, that's saying going and see in the present tense. He's going to see in the present. Zoche veRo'eh. That's meaning right now you're seeing, right now you're going to enjoy the joyousness and seeing this beautiful signs of the building of Jerusalem. Why are you not going to say, if it's v'yireh, if one day he's going to get a chance to see, and one day he's going to be happy with her? Because today you have Jerusalem built? No. Even that you're building in all neighborhoods in Jerusalem, Arnona, Ramot, Ramat Shlomo, Kiryat Moshe, everything is building up. And the price is going, you as a guy responsible for this kind of business, you know what's going on, the prices is getting crazy. But still, meaning of the rebuild Jerusalem is being rebuilt, Ira Atika. Rabbi Simcha, you remember Ira Atika? For sure you remember. So we are waiting for Binyat Bet HaMikdash. What's the meaning of the Yeshayahu says, Zoche veRo'eh?
Reincarnation of the soul.
That's amazing. It's a present tense. It's not something in the future. There is.
When they got out.
When they got out.
When they got out, the Navi promised them that Zat Hashem, they're going to be Zoche veRo'eh.
Okay. I'm going to give another perspective, another point of view about the story with Yirmiyahu Falton. He was a Greek thinker, philosopher. He has a discussion with Yirmiyahu, with Yeshayahu Navi, Yeshayahu a prophet. And I didn't find this story regularly basic in the Talmud. Literally, it's not in Talmud. But I find this story says in the books called Gan Yerushalayim from the Shna Tafresh Nun Tet. And somebody who brought this story was Rabbi Yisrael Misalanter, who brought this story, and the story is going like this. Yirmiyah, the fourth prophet, after the Churban Bet HaMikdash, the destruction of the Holy Temple, he was sitting on the floor and crying. And he was looking at the place where was the Bet HaMikdash, the Holy Temple before. He was crying and saying those the Pesukim, all the Skinot that we read today in the morning. And he was really sad about it. He was praying about the rebuilding and rejoining the Jerusalem again. But there's something else, the Falton, the huge, very important for those days for them, for the Greeks, philosopher and psychologist, whatever it is. He come to him and ask him, Yeshayahu Navi, you are a great Chacham, you're a smart person, you're a smart man. Why are you sitting here and crying? What are you crying about? Like a stupid man, he can sit on the floor and cry about something that's done. What do you cry? For the stones and the wood. But this is the end of the stone and the wood. The people are coming, they're building something new, reuniting something, renovating something, they're building again. So why do you have to cry? That's what's happened. That's the end. That's the end of every building. Yeah, just, today in our days, the stupidness is saying, yeah, you have the contemporaries keep this building, this is the museum of art, this is the museum of this. But Avtalon was not so, even though they were smart for Greeks, but for Nazis it was stupid. He said, who cares about it, it's gone. Forget about this. Don't cry about the stones, and don't cry about something that's happened. That's the number one. And the second question would be asking Avtalon, why you're crying for something what's in the past. You should know, and you Jews, you always know, look forward. Look kadima. Go forward. Keep going. Rebuild. Right? Rebuild. Going from the beginning. Right? Like a phoenix. Always we are coming again and coming again and coming again. So why are you crying? And Yeshayahu sits down and asks him, I'm going to ask you something. You're a great philosopher and psychologist, Afalton. When you're doing your researches and physics and mathematics and whatever it is, chemistry, whatever it is, no matter what, everything was done by you, everything was solved, you know all the answers, you solve the whole problems, anything is not open or waiting for you for tomorrow or week after, everything you know, you say, no, you know what, I have a lot of problems. So, you know what, I'm going to tell you a couple of them. And now he started saying him problem by problem, problem by problem. And Yeshaya, a prophet, he solved all this problem one by one. He answered them one by one. This the answer, this the answer, this the answer. So in the end, the Avtalon asked him, I don't understand. How it's happened, we are so smart. And again, if it's a kushia, it was another harder for me. I cannot understand. Such a smart guy like you, such a smart wisdom guy, you're going to cry for something that's happened? Look, you find me all answers. You find all my answers. First of all, thank you very much. And second, even it's the biggest kushia for me. You should stop crying immediately. You see how smart you are? I say, this is exactly what I'm smart, and then you're stupid. The oldest chokhmah, the knowledge that I have, that I know, is of all those woods and the stones that you said that there is gone, that I don't need to cry about them. The older chokhmah and the older ruach hakodesh, with everything that I have today, it's only from the Bet HaMikdash, from the Holy Temple. There's the power and the influence that we get from the Holy Temple. This is exactly my smartness, my knowledge, and everything what I know is coming from the Holy Temple. That's the number one. But still, we didn't answer the second question. Ask him, okay, there's the reason why you're crying about the stone in the woods. But why are you crying for something that's happened in the past? Why are you not crying for something that happened in the future? And this question, Yeshayahu asked him again, and he says, listen, you should understand something. Only Jew can understand what's going on. Why? Because for you it's hard to understand. Machar she'anachnu ken Yehudim, this means that Yeshayahu said, I'm telling the story original as I saw in the book Gan Yerushalayim, and also I'll give you a source. It's Gan Yerushalayim Shnat Tafresh Nun Tet. He said, because we are Jews, we know exactly to understand what we lost. I'm going to explain you. We are not crying about the past. I'm reading inside and translating for you. Ela anachnu bochim al ha'oveh. We are not crying for the past. We are crying for the present. Even we are not crying for the future. We're crying for the present. What's meaning crying for the present? שבית המקדש נחרב זה נכון, אבל הקדוש ברוך הוא עדיין חיים וקיים. ובית המקדש נחרב על זה שנתרחקנו מהקדוש ברוך הוא. He answered him, we lost the Holy Temple. But the God, thanks to Almighty, thanks to God, He's still here with us, He's watching us, He's protecting us. And you know what's the reason why we lost the Holy Temple? Because we're gone. We was far away for the willing of the God. And this is the reason why the God destroyed the Holy Temple. So this is the reason that we are crying, we are reading a keynote, and we're wishing, and start to dreaming about new Bet HaMikdash. The reason the guy who brought us to this situation was evil inclination that's called Yetzer Hara. This evil inclination always know how to deal with you. It's more smarter than anyone else. You can never win the Yetzer Hara. Evil inclination can never win him. Because he's a smart, this guy is so smart you cannot even imagine. This is exactly what Yirmiyahu says, ואמר הקדוש ברוך הוא, אתם עוזבתם אותי, מה מצאו אבותיכם? כי עוול, כי רחקו מעלי והלכו אחריה עוול והבל. That's what the Yirmiyahu just spoke, mentioned Yirmiyahu. Yirmiyahu said, what did you find? What did you find in the other places? What I miss? What's not good with me? You have any problem? Where are you leaving me? You're going to see all these winner sees all those shtuyot. You're going to see the disco clubs and the casino places. What do you have to do with them? This is not for you. You're leaving me because of that. But as you told you that the Yetzer Hara, evil inclination, always knows how to do and to represent, to present to you the things that look. Like, for example, we're going to say to the boy of the age 16, 17, 18, Shabbat, but I have to say with all this old gentlemen at home, the old-fashioned guys, your grandma, babushka, dedushka, what have to do with them? They also stuck still in the Bukhara and Samarkand. They doesn't understand the new Apple products. They didn't see the new iPhone 17. They didn't see all the shtuyot. They didn't see anything. Come on, they're not living with us. They are old generation, old-fashioned. What do we see with them? I'm gonna Darid Agada. I was gonna say the oldest songs. They were looking into the melody. Yes, Zaloma team. They're not too packed. It's not, I don't know, all this new singers. You're living in a new generation. Come on. And he always know the evil inclination how to show you and to represent to you exactly what you want to hear, exactly what you want to know. They always know to show you exactly what you're looking for, and to make the good make him a bad, and the bad make him a good. That's exactly what the evil inclination is doing. And Yeshayahu says, we're crying about the Hoveh, we're crying about the present, because we are losing in Jerusalem, we are losing our faith, we are losing our understanding for this world. Going with the evil inclination that's making you much minga, and trying to find literally words that I'm going to explain this, but making us idiots. You cannot catch real things. You cannot catch the customs. You cannot catch your basic. You cannot find understandings for the Bet HaMikdash. You cannot find anything. It's everything represent for you. It's instant. Right now, immediately, on the way, on the spot. Doesn't need to look for anything else. Everything's in one click. You're going to order, it's right now. Did somebody else, you remember, I'm not such old, but when I was born in the 80s, there still was an envelope and the letters. I was waiting for some cousin living in the States, living abroad, not living in your country, to send you a letter. Postcard. That's right. I was getting at the age of 10, going on the first trip with the parents for the summer. You should always send the postcard to the grandma, the grandpa, the babushka, dedushka, to write down, we send you regards from this place, and they're going to collect this and to show to the neighbors, look at this. My son was in Moscow, my son was in St. Petersburg, my son was here. This is making him proud. But today, do you have a time to wait some postcard? Did somebody send you a letter? FaceTime. Never. FaceTime. You have it instant, immediately. Email is the thing, the longer it can take your time, because the emails are not always coming, especially if we have some protected email for the company, from the government. They're not taking you a couple of seconds. They take a couple of minutes or even an hour. It's the longest way. You don't call a friend, hey, come on, you send me an email, I didn't get. Where's the email? Send, refresh. Oh, okay, I got it. No problem. It's still in line with him. You know what is going on. So that's what the Yetzer Hara, evil inclination is showing to you. That everything is instant, everything immediately, right now. If you're not going to get it right now, what are you going to say? I'm going to another employer. I'm going to another place. They give me a service immediately. I need to wait for you for a couple of minutes. So that's what to change your mind. It's making you instant. But instant, what I represent to myself, it's instant. I always look and the name being an instant, like an instant coffee. And then past it was instant coffee. Today, even this doesn't exist anymore. Instant coffee, the bag after you're making a coffee, you're taking out and throwing it in the garbage. That's what happened to the instant generation. We're gonna take in the end of the day and throw it in the garbage. But remember, you guys, that in the past we have a filjan. Do you know what's a filjan? The thing where you're cooking the coffee, the Turkish coffee. I have this all from my grandparents. It's for 30, 40 years. The best, it's still reminding, it's still at home, the best coffee in the world. So you see, it's something that when we wait for him, this is chukah. It's something you're looking for him, to wait for him. That's what's happened. Also in the personal life, I'm not going to give you musar. It's another couple class. But everything that's happened, if you remember our parents, our grandparents, to look for a date, to look for the shidduch, it's taking the time, and then there's the passion and the love. It's getting more and more. Today, everything is going fast, and this infliction, cancel, no, lo matim, not for me, not for me. This is one of the reasons I'm going to tell you something bad, but this is the truth, this is reality. I know also in the States, I know also in Canada, also in Israel. Even past in the days, by the religious people, it's ashamed. It's really being shamed. It's you're going to put you in, I don't know, in the basement. If you're going to say even that you plan to be divorced and to get your wife divorced. That's the biggest shame. That means you're ashamed of the neighborhood, the shame of the family. They're going to put your red paper on you. It's going to be excommunicated. And being divorced, it's something worse is going to be happened. Today, they're not shame. Lo matim, doesn't make a sense. Go out. Next, no problem. I know the guys that did 4, 5, 6, 7 times, I'm not joking, 7 times divorced and married. He has like a kartisia in the betadine. It's a monthly payment. No problem, it's coming a couple of months. You're not paying agra anymore. It's coming in a... 2 times married, 3 divorce. Yeah. It's getting a package deal. And the rabbi is looking for it. It's a job. It's a salary for the wedding, salary for the divorce process. Even in Israel, Rabbi, they should know by the Haredim, also for the religious and the team, no matter what. And I'm making any groups and saying this group is good. It's not a group. Everything is good. Everything is fine. But all the religious, it's not religious anymore. Even by the religious, the numbers are going and going and going, and they pass 25%. That's terrible. 25% of the people are going to marry this year. Like I said, 100. That means 2.5 couples get divorced. Going to be 1,000. 25 couples going to be divorced. That's terrible. That's a very sad. I'm saying a minimum. Maybe in the meantime the number is going bigger and going up, but I'm not sure this is getting done. And it's very sad. And that's exactly what's happened to us today. And don't look for something else. Don't look for to find who is guilty. And your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your father, this neighbor, your previous connection, this partnership. Nobody's not guilty about it. But anyone is guilty about it. It's an evil inclination, and evil inclination we're missing, and we have today because we made the good inclination. Yetzer Tov. Yetzer Tov, we doesn't have him because we're missing a Bet HaMikdash. So everything today, it's fine. Everything is good. No problem. To think that once, sinat chinam, to hate somebody for free, right? No reason. No reason. In the days of the Sanhedrin or the Bet HaMikdash, you're not going to tell him, okay, this guy, I don't like him. Why? Hey, this stupid, I don't like him. Come on, this old Bukharian, this old Kafkazi, this old Ashkenazi guy. Forget about him. I don't like him. Nothing like that. Because in every time you're going to say that you hate him, that you feel in your heart that you hate him. And even today, this is the halacha. You're passing on the words of the Torah. Don't hate your brother in your heart. Even if you're not saying this, even if you're going to mention this in the public, but it's in the bottom of your heart, that's a Torah evaluation, that's a Torah prohibition, that's a problem. So, meaning, at the time of the Sanhedrin on the Beit HaMikdash, the regular person is going to be punished about it. It's a real punishment. Not like today going in the court for the goyim. Nothing to do with this. It's nothing. It's zero. But back in the days, it's real. Sinat chinam, v'avat chinam. You have a love for free, and if somebody hates for free, it's going to be punishment immediately. Later on, we have not 20 minutes, right? You have another 20 minutes, huh?
7:30.
7:30. Okay, no problem. I'm just counting. I want to plan what I have to say. Because today we're still living in a generation of the hide face that's called the Ester Panim, and really doesn't know what really is going on with us. The first Beit HaMikdash, the Holy Temple, was destroyed about the three things: idolatry, incest, and bloodshot. That means Avodah Zarah, Gilui Arayot, and Shfichut Damim. One by one, that's very terrible. That's really terrible, but it's not understandable for me, and still I'm looking for the answers. I'm reading books about it, like for example Yerovam ben Nevat. Yerovam ben Nevat was a righteous man, was tzaddik, real tzaddik. As exactly the Gemara in Masechet Sanhedrin Kuf Bet 102. It's speaking about Yerovam ben Nevat. הוא תלמיד חכם היה, ותלמידי חכמים דומים לו, לפני ירומם והחיה ישאלונו כי השבע השדה. That means that all the sages, all the תלמידי חכמים in the front of him is like a grass in the front of your house. This means that we're going to say we're canceling ourselves in the front of him. He was a great genius rabbi. It's something unbelievable to understand. That's mean, huh? Different level. That's mean he brought the biggest and huge chokhmah and knowledge to the world. He was great, but he had another midah. One of his manners was vulgarity. He was gas ruach. That's why Yerovam ben Nevat, what the Gemara says in Sanhedrin Kuf Aleph Amud Bet, what the Mishnah says באבות, קונה התאווה וכבוד, מוצאים את האדם מן העולם. It's one of the three things that מוצאים את האדם מן העבד, וזה אחד מהם זה הגאווה. גמרא over there in Sanhedrin Kuf Bet is saying ירבעם ידע שרחבעם בן שלמה הוא מלך אמיתי משבט יהודה. He know the son of Shlomo, he was the real king of the Shevet Yehuda, of the tribe of Judah. And then he get the time of the Mitzvah Takel. Mitzvah Takel is 1 to 7 years. He's going to collect the all nation of Israel and speak of them. Yeah, it's Mitzvah Takel. When this is the mitzvah that Am Yisrael should do on Chag HaSukkot, after the Shnat HaShmita. No, there is not today because we doesn't have a Beit HaMikdash. Yeah, but we are doing Zecher Le'akel. We are doing something that's called Zecher Le'akel, to remember this mitzvah. You're not going to lose this mitzvah of our knowledge at all. But we are exactly what we're doing, and the last year we did it with the end of the Shnat HaShmita. Here in the States, doesn't have Shmita because the mitzvot Klot Ba'aretz, it's only mitzvot and there are commandments that's connected to the land of Israel, but nothing to do with the States. But you should know there is a mitzvah that's called Mitzvah Tekel, שזו מצווה שנצטוו ישראל בכל חג הסוכות אחרי שנת השמיטה. And this is what the Torah says. This Torah says in Sefer Devarim. I'm going to read you the pasuk מפורש. הקל את העם, האנשים ונשים והטף. Which means you should collect all the nation of Israel, the men, women, and the kids, the teenagers, everyone is coming to see the words of the Shem. Everyone is coming to the Jerusalem. There is in a pasuk in Navi, it says, ואומר ירבעם בליבו, אתה תשוב ממלכה לבית דוד, אם יעלה העם הזה לעשות צבחים בבית השם בירושלים, ושב לב העם הזה על האדונים, אל רחבעם מלך יהודה והרגני, ושוב הלך לרחבעם מלך יהודה. It's mean, and free translation about the words of the Navi says, that we have halacha Moshe Sinai, that's the law of the Moshe in Sinai, just only king that's coming from the tribe of Judah. It's coming from the tribe of Judah is going to be able to brood his people in Mitzvah Tekel, to brood in Jerusalem in the end of the 7th year of the Shemitah and Chag HaSukkot, the holiday of the Tabernacles, that's called Chag HaSukkot. When nobody else is not going to be able to brood this. There's 3 sources in the Gemara, in Kiddushin Cafe, Kiddushin Ayin Chet, Yoma Cafe, Besota, Mem. There's a couple of them, that's what I remember. And then Yerovam, he said, Ani Mishevet Ephraim. Yerovam says, I'm coming for the tribe of Ephraim. Your name, the tribe of Ephraim. And I'm not coming for the tribe of Judah. Vimani Amod Varach Rachavam Yishev Yegit Sherochavam Umelech Amiti. And if I'm going to stand, the Rochavam is going to see it. They're going to say that this guy is a real king. I'm not a real king. In those days, Yerovam ben Nevat, he was a king. V'ni evet shelo, and I'm his slave. V'im ani avor al adin, ve'eshev be'ezara, yigidu she'ani mored be'malchut, ve'ergu oti. And I'm going to sit in Azara, and this guy is going to stand up. They're going to say that I'm prohibitions of the law of the Torah, and they're going to kill me. So let's go, Omi Yitzri. I'm going to be in a problem. No matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to be in a problem. And then he said, אני צריך למנוע את כולם, שלא לעלות לירושלים. And then, Yerovam ben Nevat said, I have a solution. I'm going to stop the Aliyah coming and אני מדבר ירבעם בן נבט, שצדיק היה. אבל what's happened to him, they defied with the בנים של שלמה. Yeah? And really on the end of the day, he has a problem. Because Rechavam ben Shlomo, he was from the Shevet Yehuda, from the tribe of Judah. So we're going to understand why. Now he said, ויעץ המלך ועושה שני הגל זהב, ואומר אליהם, רב לכם מעלות ירושלים, הנה אלוהיך ישראל, אשר הולך מארץ מצרים, ושם את האחד בבית האל, ואת האחד נתן בדן. This guy, Yerovam ben Nevat, always a huge, I told you, the Gemara says in Sanhedrin Kuf Bet, the Talmidei Chamim דומים לפני ירבעם כעשבי השדה. All the sages in his generation, compared to him, it was like grass in the front of your house. I mean, this is the highest level you can understand of the Talmid Chacham and the Torah sage, the Torah Chacham. And what's happened? This guy at the end of the day is going to say, I'm going to do by myself Avodah Zarah, because I'm going to stop the nation of Israel coming to the Zarah Yerushalayim, and there's not going to be a reason. So I'm going to need to stand, sit, and nobody's going to say that I'm the king and I'm a slave. And Yerovam ben Shlomo, he's the king. I'm going to stop the old situation. Everything's going to be fine. Anybody of you can understand this? Rabbi Ephraim, what are you going to say about it? You don't have what to say. Me either. I can understand. אתה יכול להבין דבר כזה? מה? השתגע דעתו. I'm going to say in one sentence in Hebrew, I'm going to say, ירבעם בן נבט היה חכם גדול שלא היה כמוהו. והוא היה מלך. אבל כדי לסוף בסוף שנת השמיטה, מצוות ההקל, צריך להביא אותו לירושלים כל העם, אנשים, נשים וטף, צריך שיהיה מלך משבט יהודה. מלך משבט יהודה היה בנו של שלמה, רחבעם בן שלמה. עכשיו ירבעם בן נבט בא ואומר, תראה, אם אני אבוא ואני אעמוד בעזרה, ואני לא משבט יהודה, אני משבט אפרים, יהרגו אותי. כי אין לי ברירה, כי אני עובר על ההלכה, יהרגו אותי, איזה מלך. ודבר שני, כן, אם אני אעמוד והוא ישב, אז כולם יודעים שאני משבט אפרים, גם זה לא יעזור. אז מה אני יכול לעשות? הוא אומר, אני יש לי פסוק שלם, אני אמנע מכל העם לעלות. למה? אני אעשה עגל מזהב, ואני אגיד, וזה הפסוק, רב לכם מעלות ירושלים, הנה הולך ישראל, אשר הולך מארץ מצרים, ושים את האחד בבית אל, ואחד נתן בדן. ואני אעשה שתי עגלים, אחד נשים אותו בדרך, אחד בשבט דן, ומזה אני גומר, אף אחד לא יעלה לירושלים. זה מלך? זה חכם שלא יהיה כמוהו? This is the main question. The Gemara in Sanhedrin, Masechet and Tractate of Sanhedrin, Daf Kuf Bet 102, is trying to explain the עם ישראל שהוא הביא את כל עם ישראל למקום גדול, ובתחבולה הושיב רשע על ידי צדיק, צדיק רשע, צדיק רשע, רשעים הללו היו שתולים שלו. ואז אמר להם, אתם מאמינים בי? He brought to collect all the people, and they put the evil guy, bad guy, good guy, and put them inside, they mixed up. And then he asked them, do you believe in me? אמרו לו כן. Do you support me? For sure going to support you. מה שאני אגיד לכם תעשו? Anything what I'm going to say you're going to do? אמרו לו, for sure. He's a paid guy. You brought him on a salary. He's a guy working for his company. So they say, okay, you believe in me? Yes. You support me? Yes. You're going to do everything what I'm going to say? Yes. מה שאני אגיד לכם תעשו? Yes, he's the boss. It's a yes man. אם ירובעם יגיד לכם לעבוד עבודה זרה, תשמו בחולו או לא? If Yerovam ben Nevat is going to tell you the word to do idolatry. Idolatry is called avodah zarah. Idolatry you're going to do? For sure, you're the boss. You're going to say, we're going to do it. We believe in you. בתחילת צדיקים שביניהם לא הבינו איזה שאלה זו. חס ושלום לעבוד עבודה זרה. זה גמרא in Sanhedrin קוף ב'. The righteous people on this group say, what a question is. I'm going to do idolatry? What are you talking about? שלושה דברים שיהרג ולא יעבור. I'm not going to do עבודה זרה, forget about it. חס ושלום. אמרו להם רשעים, וכי תעלו על דעתכם שאדם נכבד כמו ירובעם יעבוד עבודה זרה? הוא שאל את זה רק בשביל שתענו לו כן. He said, what do you think? That Yerovam, that's such important and the great guy, is going to do idolatry? He's going to do עבודה זרה? It's שטויות, it's a nonsense. But it's such a tricky. He's going to like a public relationship. He's going to say something before the elections. He's going to say, we just answer him yes, and later on, nobody doesn't think about doing idolatry. Nobody's going to do עבודה זרה. What are you talking about? כן. ומרחם יפרסמו there's like for tomorrow going to put you in a newspaper, right? In a Ma'ariv, I don't know. I'm not going to speak about the American papers. But עם ישראל הולכים מירובעם בן נבט באש ובמים, אפילו בשביל עבודה זרה. That means the people, such a great nation, they believe on their king. They're going with him no matter what. Even idolatry. But he's the one of the basics of our faith. With the Judaism, no idolatry. Even that, look how they're connected to their king. That's Yerovam ben Nevat. מיד אמרו, כן. And then even the righteous people, they say, yes, we're going to go with you, Yerovam ben Nevat. Even if you're telling us go do Avodah Zarah, we're going with you. You see? This is the Emunah b'Chachamim. But if you're going to understand. אמר להם ירובעם, תחתמו לי על זה. Like, put your signature, give your check, sign down, put your stamp, and we are going. כולם חתמו, ואז התחיל להרגיל את העם לעבודה זרה. ואסר עליהם לעלות ירושלים, בשביל שלא יראו אותו עומד בעזרה ליד הרחבעם שישב. והעמית שומרים, ומי שעבר את המחסומים לירושלים, הם הורגים אותו. The Gemara in Sanhedrin Kuf Bet, it's a saying that the Maaseh is going forward. It's taking the next level. They say, okay, the sign, they put a stamp, and they say, perfect. You believe in me? Great. Now there's the police officers, one APD, is going to be all around the way to Jerusalem. Motza, Kvish Achat, everything is going to be blocked with police officers. If we're going to see somebody of you is going to Jerusalem and the Holy Temple, you're going to be killed immediately on the place, at the spot. No discussion, no mercy. You're going to be immediately. That's the Gzera that Yerovam ben Nevat, he brought down. It's the Sanhedrin Kuf Bet. Kuf Aleph, Kuf Bet, you can find 101, 102. in the tractate of Sanhedrin. It's a beautiful story. It's Agadot. You can read and learn it alone. It doesn't need the help from anyone else. It's a very language is a very understandable and easy. You can find this out. במקום זה עומד להם מקום אחר של פולחן. עומד להם מזבחות. הביא להם עגלים של עבודה זרה, וזה מה שנאמר נביא על חטאות ירבעם אשר חטא ואשר החטיא את ישראל. He did something else. He took the next level. Next level was that even if he stopped with the police officers, somebody is going to go to Jerusalem. But he was so smart. Before that, he did like a place for idolatry. He made it like a Egel Azav po, Egel Azav sham. He put a couple of things that the people can do on the way, not to waste your time. Don't lose your time. You're going to put a little bit more of idolatry, like Avodah Zarah, on the way. And they're going to be עוד עבודה זרה. והנביא כתב, this is all the Gemara, this is also putting the words of the נביא. אחרי הדברים הזה, לא שב ירבעם כמדרכו הרעה. אומרת הגמרא, מהי אחר הדבר הזה? אחרי איזה דבר? This means they didn't stop here. He thinks more. And what's the next? There's something more than this? There's the next level? Look at this. אמר רבי אבא, תפסו הקדוש ברוך הוא ולירבעם בן נבט בבגדיו, ואמר לו, חזור בך, ואני ואתה ובן נשאל נטייל בגן העדן. A God by himself, like literally, it's not real because you cannot see the God is not going to catch him for the clothes and say, ירבעם, stop, enough, תעזוב, אני ואתה ובן ישי ודוד המלך, we're going to walk in the גן העדן. But stop here. What do you think, what is the answer?
Who's going to be first?
שואל אותו ירבעם, מי ילך בראש? ירבעם asking perfect, no problem. Who is going first? Look at this. This is really God Almighty. הקדוש ברוך הוא, השתבח שמו לעד הקדוש ברוך הוא, ירבעם בן דוד המלך. I'm only one. We are looking for some sign, for some Baba, from a rabbi to bless us, to find something good. This guy is getting the Gilui Kadosh Baruch Hu say, I'm with you. You're crazy. Say, no. Mi olech verosh. Okay, I agree. I'm going to do you a favor, I'm going to do you a favor and come with you. But who is the first? Who is saying a zimun? Who is praying arvit? Who is going to be a chazan? Mi olech verosh? Ani or Ben Ishai? Mi or David HaMelech? HaKadosh Baruch Hu mizmin oto letel began Eden. And you're asking him, who is going to be first? Then God answered, בגלל שאתה שואל, מי בראש? I'm going to answer you. הקדוש ברוך הוא, God answered me, בן ישי בראש. אמר לו, אם ככה, לא רוצה אני. ירבעם בן נבט said, you know what? Do me a favor, leave me alone. I don't want. These guys are not going to be in front of me. ויתר לכל חיי העולם הבא. He canceled everything that God gave him. בשביל רווח מדומה של שעה אחת בעולם הזה, ועל זה נאמרת המשנה במסכת סנהדרין. That's what המשנה במסכת סנהדרין, page 19, צדיק עמוד א', כל ישראל יש להם חלק לעולם הבא, אבל יש מלכים שאין להם חלק לעולם הבא, ואחד מהם זה ירבעם בן נבט. הוא המלך הראשון שהתחיל לחטאת ישראל, ואחר כך הגיעו כל הרשעים אחריו. This means how far he gone and what he did, that he was the first one, that even the Mishnah, Mesachet Sanhedrin Daf Tzadik, page 19, saying he was the first Rasha. He's the first, they cannot say for such a great Chacham and the king of Israel, saying Rasha, but yes, Yerovam ben Nevat was Rasha. He first started with the idolatry and the Avodah Zarah. The later one by one, they come, and we had a lot of list of those people. I don't have a time anymore because we have another minute, so I want to summarize this class. That's exactly what we spoke on Friday night, that we are missing a Bet HaMikdash, and if we're going to have Bet HaMikdash, I think it's not going to be happened because the Sanhedrin HaGdorah, Sanhedrin HaKtana, they're going to punish those people, they're going to change the kings, and they're going to do everything, and there is the presence of the God. The presence of the God is all around the world, all the time, no question, no doubt. 24/7, even this second, God is with us. No question. אני מאמין בזה בתכלית האמונה. No question. But Shekhinah, understanding, and the people are going to fear this in the air. They're going to feel this in the air around you. There's not going to be any instant, not going to be any divorces. There's going to have an abortion. That people are going to be connected to the God, understand the God willing. It is definitely is going to be a better world. So everything is up to us. It's only to pray. Yeah, it's only to pray for the Yetzer Tov. Only to pray and to wish and to do everything we can do with Avat Chinam, the Nosinat Chinam, that the Beit HaMikdash is going to build in our days as soon as we can. Baruch Adonai L'Olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi